Right then, so welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to be going through everything I've done so far to get this big engine to fit. So that's going to be regarding the exhaust manifold, relocation of a few things, and also the rear fan cover. But mainly the focus on today is the exhaust manifold. I've been told it won't fit, so we need to find out where the issues are and what I need to do. So the first job here was to, unfortunately, chop up the manifold. So the job here was to cut after the collectors, just to give me a bit of wiggle room once I'm having a bit of test fit. Also chop off these unnecessary pipes and including the secondary air pump pipes. So let's get on with those. So the biggest issue is this rear section. I'm pretty certain it will not fit, and as you can see, it definitely doesn't. I'll still give it a go, but just to see kind of what is affecting it. I'll show you a bit of a better view in a minute, but the issue for me at the moment is number 5 primary that is hitting the steering shaft. And as you can see, I cannot get that to fit up against the mating surfaces because of this. And then unfortunately, even with the front section, this steering shaft hits. So even with this removed, it's still a bit of a terrible view. But the issue is number 5 primary, that one there, is hitting the steering shaft. So what I need to do is relocate that or reroute it to bring it closer to the block. And hopefully my original plan was just to rotate the collector, cut off the collector and rotate it into a different position. But for now, with that all worked out, we may as well work on the front section. So this is the original steering shaft. It's obviously from the E30. What I did is bought the Corsa B shaft, which is quite a common thing, and you swap the knuckle over from the E30. But due to this clamping bolt here, it's still hitting the front manifold section. So what I did is purchase this Condor shaft, and as you can see, it's super skinny all over, but especially around the knuckle, which I find is going to be quite advantageous for this application. So let's throw that in. Also, it's very easy to fit because you can pull it out in 3 different sections. So rather than having to remove your steering column to get it in, it's nice and simple. Luckily, that does clear. It's close. It is close, but it does clear. I will make some more room there if needed. But as you can see, still this issue with number 5 primary. So that is what we need to work on next. So the job is to get that over to my friend's shop. The first job on the list was to cut the collector off, and then we're able to separate the pipes and we can start working on rerouting. Now, unfortunately, as it goes, when you're making progress, it is quite hard to keep remembering to film. But pretty much what it is, we cut all the pipes off. We're able to reroute them to our best of abilities. This took many times of removing the engine, in, out, getting the pipes on, deciding where we want the next bit, removing, etc. As you can see here, we're just going through every single one. Unfortunately, in the end, it did mean we had to do a lot more work than planned, rerouting 4 and 5 while keeping 6 the correct length, so we can kind of use that to mock up the rest of them. So it's tiny little pie cuts, tiny little cuts, tiny little welds, but in the end, as you can see here, not a very good video, but there is now clearance over all of the primaries. With us happy with the steering shaft clearance, we're able to now work on getting the collector to fit with all the primaries. So with 5 and 6 in place, all we need to do is reroute 4 into the collector. Now you can kind of see how this job was taking so long, because to get like 4 in, you had to remove 5, and to remove 5, you had to remove 6. So there was a lot of removing and reinstalling just to get everything in the right place. It was very, very hard. But in the end, here you go. Here's the collector going on with all the primaries tacked in position. And after a few final checks, we're throwing it in the engine bay again. We were happy with this. And now all we need to do is remove all the pipes again. We can fully weld them up, and then we can get the collector in place. So with the collectors in place and the engine back in, as you can see, it is tight, but that is the best we can do around this area. So now what we want to do is get the exhaust system on, because then we need to make the part from the exhaust system to the collectors. So now with the primaries all welded together and the secondary welded to the collector, what we need to do now is weld the primaries together, and then we were able to weld the collector onto the primaries. So we first did this on the engine, so we held them all in place, tacked them all in position, and then we were able to fill in the gaps with that removed. And what you need to do is fill in all the internal surfaces of the primaries so that there's no exhaust leaks for when the collector is installed. And now with everything either tacked in or fully welded in, that is it for the exhaust system. So with this reservoir from a BMW 2002, unfortunately, it does still hit. So this will need to be relocated, which isn't as much of an issue. I can just make a little bracket off there. However, then we come into the next problem. Usually, the power steering reservoir would sit here. Obviously, I can't do that now, but that's simple enough. I'll just be able to move that down and out of the way down there and still have the reservoir up top. And as you've probably seen, there's quite a special piece here. This is a carbon airbox specific to the E34 M5. So it's unknown whether it will fit or not. Being told it didn't. And they are correct in a sense, because as you can see there, it doesn't. However, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'll be able to kind of work this piece here inwards, and then the cover that goes over, we can make that work. And the initial issue is that the cover that goes over here is actually convex due to the fan housing. So that'll all need shaping to make sure that works. So unfortunately I have a few clips missing here, but we were able to cut out the fan cover. We're going to make a convex shape to go on the inside of this to give the clearance for the airbox. And now with all the modifications and relocations done, I was able to remove the engine, and now we can work on cleaning up the engine bay, ready for the respray, which is in about a month's time. So I've got some work ahead of me, but there's a few holes that need filling in, a few more shapes need making. But yeah, thanks for watching if you made it this far. I'll see you in the next one.